Welcome to OMD TV and Podcast Show, the place to be to grow and scale your practice. Today, we're going to talk about how to stay ahead of your competition and drive more profits to your practice. To become a successful practice, you need to find ways to stay ahead of your competition. Doing so is actually often easier said than done, and there's no simple answer as to how to beat your competition. But your ultimate goal is to increase your market share in the same market. In this OMD TV and Podcast episode, I put together 6 ways to give your practice a leg up. The first thing you got to do is to know your competitors. In the ancient words of Chinese General Sun Tzu, you must know your enemy as well as you know yourself, so you can fight hundreds of battles with no danger of defeat. Today, we may look upon our competitors in a friendlier light, but it's essential to understand everything we can about them. For example, what services they are offering right now, what are their pricing points, how do they market themselves, and reach out to their target audience, right? What are their best selling points? If you don't know all of this, how can you hope to successfully position against them, right? The second way is to market your specialty. Once you know everything you can about your chief competitors, you can identify what your practice can offer to your patients that's unique or special. That's because a crowded marketing has less room for expansion. To compete in a crowded market, you need a unique selling proposition. The more unique it is, the less room for your competition there is. In my experience, specialization, in fact, leads to a more scalable and successful business. A niche market is actually more reliable and the prospects are easier to target. Moreover, the patient retention rate is good as well. Now, what you can do is to take a long, hard look at your current offering. If necessary, alter your product or service itself, bundle in additional features, or find a way to deliver the same core product or service in a way that uniquely meets the needs of your prospects. Then, build your marketing campaigns around this essential theme. Now, the fourth way is to offer more value. Some product or service providers traditionally compete based on discount pricing. But for many other types of businesses, especially medical practices, cutting prices is often detrimental. If you offer a service, for example, and charge the same rates as your chief competitors, cutting your prices may make you look suspiciously cheap and inspire patients to wonder what's wrong with your practice or service is provided, right? A better idea is to offer something of additional value that your patients will find attractive. Now, moving on to the fifth way, which is to, tune into your patients. To remain highly competitive, you must understand what your patient wants. I've always said this to our clients, is that your wealth is in direct proportions with how well you know the target market. Unfortunately, your patient's needs and preferences can change quite frequently, so you should have a system in place to regularly solicit their feedback. As a practice owner or practice manager, you're actually in an enviable position of being closer to your patient than some of your big business competitors. You may know many of your patients or clients by name and have the advantage of being able to contact them periodically to check in. In addition, you need to make sure to initiate regular surveys as well as solicit ongoing feedback via your website. The final 6th way here is to keep the momentum. Complacency is the enemy of small business' success. It basically kills a business. Have you ever wondered why certain people seem to be an icon of success and other people don't seem to make much progress towards their goals? Do you ever wonder what separates these two groups of people? Have you noticed how it seems like it's going to be impossible to catch up to these icons of success? So what it is, that makes these people the way they are? It comes down to this: momentum. It's much harder to catch up or stop a moving object than it is to compete with somebody who start at the same time as you do. Professional athletes are quite similar to entrepreneurs in that sense. The secret of professional athletes is that they never stopped perfecting their craft. At a certain point, they achieve the mastery of the basics, and from that point, their progress accelerates rapidly. Again, they hit momentum. One thing you have to be careful of is to becoming a victim of your own success. If you hit momentum, it's not time to sit back and relax. When you are in that momentum phase of your business, that's when you really want to start pushing your own limits, because you accomplish so much more. If your business is in the moving car, then step on that gas pedal. If you want to stay ahead of your competitors and learn more the most effective ways to generate new patients and referral, I recommend that you check out our latest webinar called The 3 Most Used Strategies to Generate New Patients and Referrals on Autopilot. I'll leave the link to this webinar in the show note below so you can sign up, and I hope to see you in our webinar soon. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Bye for now.